no regret, without no regret, you got no love. A melody without
Alright, what's going on guys, Luca here today with a heavy attack based Magdk Nightblade gang build. As you could see in the intro, lightning heavy attacks hit like crazy with this setup. How does it work though? First of all, you need the Death passive called Trifocus. Lightning staff heavy attacks damage nearby enemies for 100% of the damage done. This passive works weird if you channel your lightning heavy attack on a PvE mob, like in this case on one of the DLC bosses. The passive will not scale with PvP debuffs like Battle Spirit. All of your buffs and debuffs applied on the target or yourself pass over of the opponents in the Trifocus range, which is around 5 to 6 meters. Even the buff Empower, which usually only increases our damage done by 80% with heavy attacks against PvE targets, gets afflicted by this. Just an example, I have two target dummies here. If I lightning heavy attack the right one, the left dummy gets all the debuffs and buffs applied with the passive, included PvP players. People are literally one hit by 30k plus heavy attacks. It's insane. But this only works if you lightning heavy attack a PvE mob. Player pets, guards or even monster sets like Engine Guardian will not work. Perfectly made for IC gankers, probably not worth in Zero though. Quick look on the sets. I'm using Stormmaster as first one. When you deal critical damage with a fully charged heavy attack, your light heavy attacks deal an additional almost 1.5k for 20 seconds. Cooldown 10 seconds. You need to crit damage though. Alternative, instead of Stormmasters, go with Infallible Ether, works too. And second set, Sergeant's May. When you de-damage with heavy attack, you gain a stack of Sergeant's Focus for 5 seconds, increasing the damage done of your heavy attacks by another 600 per stack. As monster set Balog, for the extra penetration and weapon damage, since I'm using the Restoration ultimate shortly before I use my combination. Not always, but if it's up, we gain another 20% extra crit damage with Major Force. Backed by just random Restoration stuff, in this case the Critical Riposte one for extra crit resistance. Armor types 5 medium, Stormmaster is a medium armor set and Sergeant's May heavy armor, so we need to use Stormmaster on the body. 2 light armor for extra pen, full Divines and full Max Magicka glyphs, full Bloodthirsty on Jury with weapon spell damage and recovery, then lightning stuff with the Berserker glyph and sharpened for extra pen, backed by defending for extra resistance. I just put some escapist poisons here. Skills. Front bar, Karma Hunter for Minor Berserk, Major Savagery Prophecy and the extra 3% weapon spell damage thanks to Slayer. Set percent just slotted for the 8% Max Magicka slotted, thanks to the passive, where is it, Magicka Flood. Concede Weapon for the extra 10% more damage. Merciless Resolve just slotted for the extra 10% crit damage, thanks to Hemorrhage. Shadow Disguise or Cloak ability. Dawnbreak of Smiting for the extra weapon spell damage. Backed by Shoot Offering as burst heal. Equilibrium, really important for the Empower buff. Casting a Mage skill ability grants you Empower, increase the damage done of your heavy attacks against monsters, but in this case, like I said before, it also works against players. Channeled Acceleration for Minor Force and Mage Expedition, siphoning attacks just for sustain. Alternative, if you feel a bit too squishy, go with Rapid Regen, since Equilibrium costs a lot of health. Shadow Image just as oh shit button, and Light Champion for Major Force, 20% extra crit damage. Class wise you can use basically every class. I prefer Magicka Nightblade simply because of Shadow Disguise. For the most damage go with Sorcerer, with the passive Energize you gain 5% more shock damage. Raise Khajiit for the extra 12% crit damage. Max Health, Magicka, Stamina and Recovery. Other races like Dunmore, High Elf are fine too. Mundus the Shadow for extra 17% crit damage. Even if Trifocus cannot crit, still better than weapon and spell damage or penetration, since everything scales on, like I said before, the initial target you or the target you actually heavy attack. Then Ghastly Eyeball as buff food for nasal recovery and max magicka, Vamp stage 2 for more weapon spell damage thanks to Strike from the Shadows, attribute points everything into magicka, and potions to normal spare power potions, or the detection potions. CP, Steady Aim, Mastered Arms, Weapons Expert and Backstabber. Did some tests with Biting Aura, but try focus even if it's an AoE. Skates not with Biting Aura, still with Steady Aim. Recipes, Rejuvenation Bottles, Vitality Bastion and Celebrity. Combination, pre-buff yourself with Channel Acceleration and Merciless Resolve. Then Equilibrium, Rest Ultimate and Heavy Attack. Fully charged Heavy Attack, really important, against a PvE mob. That's it with another PvP build. Thanks for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you hopefully in the next one. Peace.